The bear child just wanted to play a game with his father. As a result, the next moment the tragedy happened. A lightning struck the man in the group, and the more terrible thing is, due to the sudden high temperature of lightning, the sand turned into a glass. The man was in pain and could not move. The son just touched it carefully. I didn't expect the ground to start bleeding. In order to prevent another lightning strike, people have chosen to stay away from this place. 5 years later, the firemen arrived at the scene. They carefully knocked on the glass. They were afraid to cause more serious harm to the man. However, when they took the last piece of stone, they were terrified to find that the man's neck was pierced by something. But at this moment, the firemen were afraid to pull it out, because that would cause blood to be lost. Seeing that the man's life was in danger, the crowd immediately began to accelerate to dig down. As a result, the man's arm was just dug out. A small wound was not controlled and sprayed out. But fortunately, the firemen were very professional. In fact, the wound was bandaged. The two bear children were self-satisfied. Fortunately, the expert made an explanation for this. It turned out that this kind of thunderous phenomenon is called dry thunder. It is a high-altitude storm only in some areas, because the rain was evaporated before it landed. So there was a phenomenon of dry thunder and no rain, and the man finally had a dangerous crisis.